The journey beyond yourself. No one can deprive you of the right to become the next untethered soul. We can all agree that we've lost ourselves in the struggle for survival. Don't fall into despair, because there is still time to recover our essence. We summarize some key elements of the untethered soul, in brief, and through this summary, the fragrance of peace and contentment arises. Who should read The Untethered Soul? And why? The Untethered Soul is one of those books you don't wish to end. It's one of those masterpieces which speak to you in a way typical for bestsellers. The quality of this book cannot be compromised because it alludes to all aspects of spirituality, and in the meantime, integration with other disciplines takes place. The author's deep focus breaks the brick wall of sorrow. Armed with years of experience, Michael A. Singer doesn't lack the native wit and easily copes with the problems of an ordinary person. This book is highly recommendable to all individuals around the world who crave to experience the miracle of inner peace. The only obstacle is you. The only issue is embedded within you. Don't blame anyone and start your journey to find your way back home. About Michael A. Singer. Michael A.
Singer is a recognized person of international stature, as a result of The Untethered Soul, New York Times.
He also wrote The Surrender Experiment, which deservedly has been praised all around the world. His journey starts in 1971. After having a mystical experience, Michael for the first time became aware of his inner reality. Meditation and inner contemplation enabled him to stabilize that state of mind, which resulted in everlasting freedom and happiness. Several years later, he founded Temple of the Universe, an open sacred place for every person. Regardless of the religion, beliefs, culture, or methods of finding God, you are more than welcome to find peace and inner satisfaction. The center indeed marked the beginning of a new era, driven by yoga and meditation. Despite spending countless of hours in silence, Michael created a cutting-edge software package which was later implemented by the medical practice management industry. Described as a spiritual teacher, Michael also had a positive impact on various sectors including education, healthcare, finance, ecology, etc. The Untethered Soul Summary. What if? This is how existentialist questions start. The answer leads you, almost always, to a new self. Here's the best part. The Untethered Soul is not just any book which promotes an exploration of person's inner space. It is about life duties. Whether you are at the beginning of self-inquiry process or not, it doesn't matter. By devoting your life to a higher purpose, the inward journey to happiness will automatically start. Initially, every individual should become skeptical about its surroundings. Your life is not a product for disposable use. Change your life, transform how people perceive you, and strengthen your relationship with the world by becoming emotionally available. Is there anything more important than freedom? Michael A. Singer will help you discover how a person can end the disturbing thoughts. Every individual continuously strives to put a stop to the negative thoughts and other sensations, including emotions, consciously or unconsciously, that control your fake personality or the I consciousness. The summary of Michael A. Singer's book is more than capable of introducing you to the basics of meditation and mindfulness. The author, spiritual teacher, shows that even awareness can be practiced if you adopt the proper attitude and openness. Just take a quick scan of this book and allow the present moment to take full responsibility for your life. Don't fight with the past, just let it pass you like the wind in autumn. The painful thoughts will soon become a distant memory and not an obstacle that keeps you away from achieving real happiness. What's my life mission? Unintentionally, we tend to get selfish and irresponsible for the things that trouble our peace. In fact, remember, what is the last time you had a quiet mind? Don't be afraid to taste the bitter medicine of silence, because it is the embodiment of happiness. The Untethered Soul will come in handy on this expedition. Make room for one more passenger and go get your treasure. Generally speaking, our real mission is to connect with the other beings of the universe. Key lessons from The Untethered Soul. 1. Free of the extra burden. 2. The secret of blissfulness. 3. Keep that energy flowing free of the extra burden. We all know that there is nothing more painful than the responsibility to carry a heavy load. By letting go all those mind things that you've gathered or collected over the years, you'll once again feel the inner flow. The secret of blissfulness: once you've dealt with yourself, and won that battle, you can allow any other sensations to enter, but you'll not be troubled. Somehow, the secrecy of self-knowingness will reveal itself to you. Keep that energy flowing. If you lack that ambition, that motivation to push yourself to the limits, internally, then you need a little shift inwardly. Make sure that you once again are in the driving seat of your life. Don't authorize skepticism and fear to rule on your behalf. What if you let go of boundaries and build a new path towards your dreams and expectations? What if you could release yourself from fears and limitations, and be as free as a bird in the sky? What if you could